What's good, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. We got the little squad in the building. Yeah. Listen, you gonna let him say hi, Joe? You gonna let him? You look how nervous he is. Look how nervous he is. He got the fam in the building. Joe got wifey in the back. I mean, look, Kevin Warren with the old. I don't know who we say you were. You said you was Ian Cunningham. I don't know what Ian Cunningham wife looked like. He seemed like he might have a little white chick.
Yeah,
he probably.
Maybe.
Speaking of which, we was trying to figure out who the white woman was on SNL that everybody was losing their mind on.
I thought it was
you're our
Sydney
go-to
Sweeney,
resident
right?
for white women. So
I don't know.
the one that I guess she on the show with Zendaya.
Oh,
instantly knew.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. You see the dangerousness of this man right
here. Hey. Wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Show love. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do on today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Are the Bears done in free agency? We got to break that down. Also, got to look at if you are done spending some big money, can you maybe get some pieces on the cheap? Maybe somebody who was here last year, little Yannick Ngakoue action. Get into our opinions on the tourney of bad QBs with March Madness here, and of course the Friday free for all that and more on today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. What's going on, boys? How you feeling, man? We started off with Sydney Sweeney. You feeling a little bit all right?
I'm feeling a little bit all right.
You all right? You all right? Joe, what's going on back there, man? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. I just want to make sure she stays a button. Never mind. That was a wild joke about to come back that way. That was a wild joke about to come that way, man. Shout out to everybody who is here with us on the Patreon side. Lord Crimson in the building. Don, what is his name? Don
Quixote.
Don Quixote, is that what he's going for here?
Yes, young man.
I love
Don
that.
Quixote.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Don Quixote in the building. Bears Junkie here. Dwan Threats just signed up with Patreon for this show. Is this how it works? You log into Patreon and send you to YouTube. Yes, it is.
Thank you,
it is,
Dwan
my
Threats.
guy.
We appreciate you.
Unfortunately, this is our way to now be able to get paid to do the YouTube show. The Truth in the building as well. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love, man. Let's start it off. The Chicago Bears essentially have $22 million left in cap space. That puts them about 10th in the NFL, with some teams ahead of them that they can still go out there and be able to make different moves on some of the free agents still available out there. But are the Bears done in free agency? Because you have to think about $15 million of that money is going to be going towards probably a rookie class. I would say 15 to be safe, just in case you add more picks onto it. Do you feel like the Bears are done in free agency?
I don't think so, just because of the simple fact I feel like you have to shrub that other edge spot. I'm not gonna lie, I was out on the Bears possibly re-signing Yannick, and I know we're possibly gonna get into that later.
Yeah.
But where the Bears are with that 9th pick in the draft, and Atlanta having Nate, you talk about possibly a Dallas Turner or a Jared Verse there. If either one of those guys aren't there, you could possibly bring back Yannick to shore up that.
We're not gonna act like that didn't just happen. Honey, that's Joel's family. Honey, that is Joel's family. Y'all not about to get me in trouble. The actions of Joel are Joel's and Joel's alone.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with the reflection of the Windy City. Anyway, as you were saying.
So then, yeah. So with possibly either Dallas Turner or Jared Verse being out, you could bring back a Yannick. You could re-sign a Yannick to shore up that other edge spot, and that'll essentially complete the defense at that point. And you possibly could get them for the cheap. So I think they're done, but I'll probably say not, just because I'm still looking at the draft order and how everything's gonna shake out.
Thoughts, Joe?
I would say they are done. I mean, after about once the first day was practically just swift and it was a little lackluster, I think they are pretty much done. And I think, like you said, there's only so much room in the cap. They got to get signed for draft picks, and so there's nothing else really Once what did you say? Who's out there? The defensive
I mean,
end.
Clowney's still out
Clowney's
there
out
in
there.
theory, but like that's really kind of all you've got left that's major. You're really talking about Chase is already off of the market.
Yeah,
I mean,
Chase
most of your
with,
defensive ends are off the market at this point that you want to go after. Connor Williams, I believe, is off the market right now, right? Did he get signed?
No.
Did Connor Williams get signed? Connor Williams still out there, but I don't think you have the money
Oh, that's the
to go
center
get
from,
Connor Williams. That's the
yeah.
center from Miami. But you know, that's going to cost you some big change, and you can't go out there. I know people see 22 million and go, yeah, you just sign them for the 22 million. You got to sign your rookies as well. You have to have cap
He's coming
space.
He's coming off ACL.
He's coming off an ACL as well. Yeah, I mean, so that
ACL,
changes money as well on that. So I just feel like, right, like, here's the thing. Are the Bears done? If it feels like they are you happy with what we've done free agency wise? I understand the trades that we have made, and I think that makes us a lot more happy.
There's actually a few guys out there. I mean, you got I mean, they're old, so
you got to have money to sign those guys.
I'm just saying, but David Bakhtiari's out there, Jamal Adams.
Let him stay out there.
Emmanuel Ogba, Ogba, OBJ, Odell Beckham.
Yeah, he's going.
Obel Beckham. What'd you say there?
Oh yeah, Obel Beckham.
Obel Beckham. He's going to Miami.
You got Randy Gregory, Quandre Diggs. Your boy Quandre's out there. Charles Leno, ex-Bear, he's out there. I mean, it's not a great list. I mean, Yannick's still there, and he's 28. You know, so even if you bring him back for another 1-2 year deal, I just don't know. I mean, he broke his ankle, right? Yeah. So with him, you got I mean, Stephon Gilmore, but some of these are getting long in the tooth, you know. So
I just think, right, like, are you happy with free agency, knowing that your biggest moves were were Bayard and why am I thinking not Devin Singletary, DeAndre Swift?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy with that as if they're done there, right? Because while yes, you made the trades, you did pick up Keenan Allen. I like where the offense is at, but I think there were a lot of question marks on what we were going to do in free agency. Are you happy with how the free agency ended out? I think I'm pleased because of where the draft can take you.
Yeah.
But you know, like, when I sit here, y'all know, so here's the personal feelings on this, right? When I sit here and say, hey, we're out of money that we could go out and get an edge rusher in a Jadeveon Clowney, or we could have been in on the Chase Young and we spent that money on a running back. At $7 million to a running back.
You need to stop hating.
No, I'm serious. Like it's not even me hating. It's me
running back.
It's me saying your position. Like, let's be real. Let's talk about the spots that got better this year. Did the running back room get better?
Yes.
How?
They got a guy that can catch. Is every down back, and he's a Pro Bowler. Yes.
The running back room got better.
Yes.
Who's more yards per carry?
Okay, so we're gonna play this game. So I guess
I
guess he got 3 yards to carry. I guess he got 3 yards to carry.
Khalil
want the
Herbert
guy to
is
catch
still
the ball.
more yards per carry,
but that's all he can do.
But let's not acting like 4.6 not crazy.
But I had 4.6 already.
But he can't catch.
He's gonna be a dual threat. DeAndre Swift is gonna be a dual threat.
But isn't that why you got Roshan Johnson?
He's not a
Isn't that the reason that you went out and drafted him? That you were high on him?
If he was ready,
I don't think it's a ready thing. You got to give him the football. If I'm giving you the ball 4 times a game,
no, disagree.
Hey, listen.
I mean, you could disagree.
If he was ready,
if he was ready to do that and take that mantle, then they wouldn't have got DeAndre Swift. So you could have allocated that 15 million somewhere else.
But that's my point, though, right? Like you're sitting here and we're talking about where you got better or where you
started to get heated up here.
I don't think you got it.
I
don't think you got much better. I don't think it's heated. We're not. It's a little early for the beige range. I don't think we got heated on that one. I don't think we got heated on that one yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Oh, that was crazy. Yeah. 2 is coming. It's crazy. I threw the flag on myself.
I had a hard to pick the flag.
Oh, you instantly threw it. You could have saved it. I threw it for myself. Well, no, I just feel like, right, like when we're talking about did you get vastly better and where a position where you needed to get better at, running back was not a position you needed to get vastly better at.
You did.
I think and again, I'm going to go back to what the introductory press conferences, Shane Waldron said, "Hey, we need to get more explosive." I think that this team got more explosive based off of what this team did in the offseason. Now, if we're talking about are the Bears done in free agency? Okay. When you think about it, yeah, maybe. But I feel good because they hit all three spots. They did what they were supposed to do in all three spots. We did what we were supposed to do in free agency. I feel like you got somebody opposite Jaquan Brisker. I'm not gonna hold.
I like the Bayard signing.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the Bayard signing a lot. I'm not gonna hold what he did with the Eagles against them because the Eagles didn't know what they were doing at that point in time. You went out, you got Deandre Swift, and you went out and got Keenan Allen. This offense is more explosive, and you got somebody to go opposite Jaquan Brisker. So I said they went out and did what they were supposed to do. Now all you got to do is hit on those picks that you did in free agency.
Look.
I love Grady. Not free agency, but in the draft.
I love Grady talking about Khalil's half man, half a season.
I don't think my whole my whole argument has nothing to do with Khalil versus what you already had on the team in the three backs that you had. Like even think about say Khalil's not the guy and you want Deontay Foreman. Now listen, Deontay Foreman not blocking to save his life. Neither is Khalil.
Okay.
Neither of these guys are blocking.
So they don't address those.
Is DeAndre Swift blocking?
No.
Probably.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here? DeAndre Swift ain't blocking it.
Why is he not?
Hey, I'm not gonna let Joe.
DeAndre Swift is not blocking.
Why is he not dumping off
the one back that's blocking?
Joe, we're on the same page about the running backs. He's not blocking.
The one back that's blocking is who? Roshan Johnson.
But they all got to pick up a blitz.
But only thing
in his limited usage, catch percentage wise, what is DeAndre Swift?
Catch.
Because it's not like he had a ton of footballs thrown his way. He got targeted 39 times. Or I'm sorry, he got targeted 49 times last season.
And he's going to get some more. That's not bad.
He caught 49 times?
49 catches not bad.
But that's fine. He caught it at a 79% clip.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Roshan Johnson got targeted 40 times.
Uh-huh.
He caught it at an 85% clip.
Okay.
So what did you upgrade?
You got a home run hitter.
You spent $7 million
on a home run hitter.
What did you upgrade? A home run hitter for what?
He's got
one touchdown.
He's at every down. Look, we don't. Obviously, they see something that Roshan. Well, you also need depth in the running back room as well.
Yeah,
I need two guys that can catch the ball, not just one. I got to spell them.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing about that too is you got to remember the Eagles at the start of the season they had a 3-back system.
Here's
with essentially
look.
Here's my question.
What you're going.
Here's my question. Right. Here's my question. Who's the one running back on the team that can pass catch, that can block, and that can run the football?
Roshan. Well,
I don't know if he's a home run hitter.
But bro, but that part, he's not the home run hitter. And what did Shane Waldron say though?
Home run hitter as far as what though?
He's
speed wise?
Yeah, speed. Essentially, that's what I'm assuming he said. Because I'm listening to the Bears OC. The Bears OC said, yeah, we want a more explosive offense. Does DeAndre Swift not make the offense more explosive?
DeAndre Swift makes the offense more explosive.
Okay.
But for $7 million, what did you add? That's my question. That's because realistically, what we're talking about is on the defensive side, our second topic that we're going to get into here in a second is talking about bringing back a dude coming off of ankle surgery because we need to save money on the cheap to have somebody that's an elite pass rusher opposite of Montez Sweat. Well, so for $7 million on the running back side, I'm not saying that DeAndre Swift is not going to play well. I think he's going to be a good player. But realistically, what did you add? That's all I'm asking.
You added a complementary player that can actually contribute to the offensive side of the ball.
And now
you need to spell. Okay, to your point, you got to spell Roshan. If let's just say he's the starter.
Thank you.
You need another running back.
You
that can do the same
$7 million
thing
for your backup.
He's your starter. So
he's probably a starter.
He is the starter, but you need to have versatility. The whole point is versatility. My thing was your hang up is about $7 million for a running back. The issue is we need talent and we need guys that can catch the ball and be versatile. So now we got all these tight ends, we got these receivers, and now we got running backs that catch the ball out of the backfield. We need options for this quarterback.
I hear you.
And the thing,
my argument is he was there.
No, he's not. We need more.
Why
did they have 3 running backs?
No,
they had 3 different running backs last year that can only do specialized things. Only Roshan was multifaceted.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Roshan's the one you drafted. Roshan's the cheapest one. Roshan's the one that you see a future behind, because I don't care. No matter what we say about the Swift deal, the Swift deal is for
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. I mean,
and the second year, we know how that go with running backs. It's really like, hey man, we appreciate you being here. Can you go over there? Go over there. Like we get over there. You know what I mean? Like we know what the second year of this deal is going to be. And so my thing is, right, like we're talking about possibly missing out on some of these guys that are impact pieces. And nobody can really tell me what's the difference that Swift brings outside he's a little bit quicker.
But
is Khalil Herbert fast?
Yeah.
But he can't catch. And he can't block.
Khalil's fast, but he can't catch. He can't.
There we go. Updated.
He can't block. The thing.
Khalil Herbert caught the football. Now he was targeted a lot less, but he caught it at a 64% clip last year. That's a little low.
He doesn't catch.
That's a little low. That's a little low. I'd like to see that a little bit higher. But realistically speaking, you added 85%, or you added 80%. And you had 85%. My argument is that you didn't give the football to one of those guys. Remember when they gave the football to Roshan?
Okay,
like when they actually turned around and were like, both running backs are hurt. We have to give it to the rookie. And he was able to muster out 7 yards per carry.
I got you. The thing that you're missing is the fact that you need somebody either way to spell for him. If Khalil Herbert was able to block phenomenally, like they're not bringing in Deandre Swift. The teams that go deep, the teams that went deep in the playoffs this year, Baltimore, they got a 4 running back system, a four running back system, and they got the QB.
How many running backs did they use?
They got
a 4 running back system.
They used about 3 of them. But they had somebody to spell because somebody
was the impact guy on them 4 running back system, on that 4 running back system.
We got 10 in the chat, by the way. 12 in the chat.
12 in the chat.
12 in the chat. 12 in the chat. The impact guy.
Who's the impact guy on that 4 running back system? Lamar Jackson. Come on,
Keaton Mitchell is bro. Don't do that. Keaton Mitchell was phenomenal for them.
Great name. Joe, who's Keaton Mitchell?
Hey man, see, but bro,
I'm just saying.
I'm saying though,
you cannot root for him when he scores touchdowns this year.
I'm a root for whatever I want.
You are not allowed.
I'm a root for whatever I want.
Any running back that scores touchdowns, you cannot root for them.
Let me ask y'all this: which would you rather have, a running back or somebody to rush opposite of Montez Sweat?
I want everything. I want both.
No, which would you rather have? Which would you rather have?
I want
a running back?
I need a running back.
Or a better player to rush opposite Montez Sweat than DeMarcus Walker?
Give me the running back.
You tweaking.
Give me the running back.
I'm not going to say that. I can't take your word for nothing. You wanted the running back in the draft, and you didn't have an offensive line.
No.
You wanted the running back in the draft, and you had no offensive line. He was like, you got to take Saquon. I said, there's nobody to block for
that time.
2,000 yards from scrimmage.
Next year, they had to take the best available because the Giants messed up the trade to get Josh Allen.
Giants messed up the trade. That's true. They did mess up the trade.
So they had to take it. They had to take the best available. But I mean, my whole thing is you need.
Hey, everybody can say Pat's a hater. I ain't worried about Pat being a hater. Y'all sitting here worried about the running back position, dog.
Hey, Joe.
And we ain't got nobody to rush opposite.
I'm gonna tell you this. You want to know what the problem is? You was gonna sit there and you be like, oh well, Roshan's doing all these great things. The minute he gets hurt, then you know what?
I have Khalil Herbert.
He ain't blocking.
I do y'all one better. What did the Bears do last year? What did the Bears do last year?
You don't care about last year.
Versatile running backs will make their teams go farther, especially if you got a guy who spelled for them.
Let me ask y'all this. What did the Bears do last year when Deontay Foreman and Khalil Herbert were hurt in 1 week? What did they do? They went out and signed Darrington Evans. Darrington Evans came in and had a game because he knew the system, knew all the plays, knew how to run, and ran hard. I think he ended up with a touchdown in that game, and I gotta find what that mug was.
I mean, when they figured out the offensive line for that week, they would flip that line.
Hey, you know how it helps to figure out the offensive line? If we had an extra $7 million to maybe go out and pay an offensive lineman.
Dude, I don't understand what, you know what? Doesn't matter. He's here. Get used to it.
All I said was, are you happy with free agency?
I'm
the one
fine
spot
with it.
where I was upset with it
I
was
wasn't
paying
upset.
$7 million for a running back.
Turn off Back's microphone. He likes running backs who on the injury report.
Y'all love running backs. That's y'all.
No,
problem.
we like a
y'all
full
sit
complement
there,
of
Y'all would
talent.
have been excited if we had signed Saquon
You ain't lying.
Barkley for $15 million.
You darn right. I would have ran around.
$15 million for Saquon.
No, I would.
Oh my God!
They
All
would've
three
figured
running
it
backs
out.
on the
Because it's
roster.
worth it.
All three running backs on the roster last year rushed for more than Saquon did yards per average.
Bro.
Stop it.
Dude,
Stop it.
dude.
Right, with a garbage. Oh man, look.
Come on, dog.
I like talent.
With a garbage
Yo,
O-line.
yo.
Oh, wait. With a garbage O-line. You mean like he's had his entire career?
Bro,
Hey, Ringo,
bro,
who's snapping the ball for Philly this year?
You love bringing up the fact, clearly we don't know. We don't know.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, it's like, dude, you guys love bringing up the fact, the running numbers are lying for the Chicago Bears because Justin had the majority of those yards. You know how you stop that? You actually give Saquon a freaking ball with a line that actually knows how to freaking run block.
What? So when did he have that?
Who?
Saquon.
Saquon.
When did he have that? What year? What year?
He's never had it.
Okay. So what changed?
He's never
Because he had 2,000 yards from scrimmage when you was beating your chest about him.
Yeah.
2,000 yards, you got it.
2,000 yards from scrimmage at 89.
That's 5 years ago, Saquon.
87 freaking catches.
That's 5 years ago, Saquon.
From a running back. Bro.
That's 5 years ago, Saquon.
The year that he made the playoffs, bro, he had over almost 12,000 yards.
That's great. What did he have last year?
Bro,
because the only year you can go off of is last year.
It didn't match up to par. It didn't match up to par.
What do you have last year?
Why are we arguing about a goddamn running back? He's here.
Hey,
it doesn't matter.
No,
he's here.
Yes, he's here.
I told you.
We can say that about everything.
I told you. You see the GM hat. We needed a running back that can catch the back.
Why we're talking about it is because you can't go out in free agency because you got $22 million left. You got about $7 million left over.
Who else is? There's no one else out there.
You could have got somebody else. Joe.
There was nobody that we really needed.
Joe, you have DeMarcus Walker rushing opposite.
They might believe in Zach Pickens. They might draft at 9. They might take your boy at 9.
I will say he got a point, but at the same time,
okay. They take the other edge rusher. You sure about Javon Dexter?
Apparently they do.
You sure about the center?
You sure
they might,
the left tackle? What did I say? They might take.
No, because I'm asking you. I'm asking you, Mr. GM.
Oh, you know what? Put this bad. You know what? I'm about to say some words of this.
Hey, listen, it is what it is.
Fight back.
I'm
just saying. Apparently, they believe in Braxton Jones, and if anything, I think they're going to take a developmental player on that 4th round pick. I bet you it's a lineman in the later rounds.
Hey man, you got 4 picks. You ain't got room for development.
Yeah,
I'm saying that's the guy that's going to probably sit on the bench and become the eventual center. If they take a center, like we said, your boy Cedric Van, wherever that could be a
Cedric Van Pran.
That is a
3rd rounder. He's not a 4th rounder.
Okay, we have a 3rd round pick. I'm saying that's a feasible situation right there. They might get a lineman in the 4th round, just like they got Braxton Jones. We don't know, but they might be able to address the 9th. The 3rd round pick and a 4th round pick because they're gonna take probably Caleb with number 1.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they're gonna do. The team is not that far off in terms of the depth and filling the gaps that they have in that squad.
See here go Jordan from the peanut gallery. You can't say trust polls and not trust polls. It has nothing to do with trusting polls. Did I not say DeAndre Swift will play well?
Yeah,
I said he'll play well. It has nothing to do with trusting polls. He's going to be a good player.
But you're trying to figure out who's going to play.
You're second guessing his decision to sign a running back. And you think that there's somebody else out there they could have got. There's nobody else out there outside of Connor Williams who's coming off of a knee injury. That's the only viable solution that would be there. But who knows what he's going to be like. And what did you say?
With $14 million available.
Listen, what did you say? Old guy, a lineman that get hurt. They keep getting hurt. They don't necessarily get better, right?
No, I didn't say go sign an O lineman. But
so who else is there?
When you were out there and you still have Jadeveon Clowney on the market.
Nobody wants Jadeveon Clowney.
This is what we.
Nobody wants him.
Jadeveon Clowney's not better than DeMarcus Walker.
They're on the same level, and you end up paying more money.
You smoke. Well, I almost cussed.
Oh yeah. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Look it up.
Hey,
look it up.
You wilding on that.
I'm gonna ask you.
I'm saying for who? Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. Is Dallas Turner better than who'd you say? Is Dallas Turner better than Javon Dexter?
Is Dallas Turner? Well, they play different positions, so that don't make no sense. Dallas Turner's edge. Javon Dexter's a 3-tech.
Oh, well, okay. Who's
had a stroke right there.
Who's the one that's opposite?
Zach Pickens. Is Dallas Turner better than Zach Pickens? Yes.
Okay.
Is Dallas Turner better than?
Is Jared Verse better than Zach?
Than Zach Pickens? Probably right now, yeah.
Okay.
But Zach Pickens has one.
So Trust supposed to make that 9th pick.
Listen.
And he's going to get that cheap rookie that you want, right?
Nobody said don't make the 9th pick. What I'm saying is that no.
Joe, you can't what I'm saying.
Y'all are hearing what y'all want to hear. What I'm saying is,
what do we want to hear?
That $14 million out there, there's a lot of pieces you could pick up for $14 million that you didn't go get. There's a lot of pieces that are still available that you didn't go get.
But I'm not for
They're not going to sign and build this team. They still got to build.
By the way, 9.5 sacks last year for Jadeveon Clowney.
I see.
He's the same as DeMarcus Walker, or whatever you said. Chase Young would have been an upgrade.
My point is that for the price that you're paying for him, he's not the Jadeveon Clowney that everybody always wanted him to be. He's a good complementary defensive end. He's 30 years old.
Is he $10 million worth?
They're not going to. Apparently not. If he was, they would sign him. If they
don't have
$10
million to sign him now.
If they wanted him, they would have did it.
But see,
so you saying Jadeveon Clowney not worth $10 million? You wouldn't have a better defensive line today opposite Montez Sweat.
I am not saying that Jadeveon Clowney is not worth $10 million. I am simply saying
Muzz don't want 9.5 sacks.
You have the 9th pick. He's going to either get Dallas Turner or Jared Verse to go opposite Montez Sweat. Okay. I don't think that's a bad thing.
I'm not mad at that either. But now, how do you address the center position? Because you went out and got a bunch of dudes that like are maybes. Now it seems like they believe in Ryan Bates, but listen, the whole turning a guard into a center, how's that worked out for us?
So if that's the thing, you go out and you get Connor Williams.
Oh, that's gross. You still don't have the money for that. He getting more than $14 million.
Hey,
for Connor Williams, you still don't have the money for that.
I mean, I trust him to do something with that.
Jordan talk about Pat. You sounded real cowardish, cowherd-ish. I'm assuming he was trying to say. Yep. Listen, Jordan, you love your running backs, and you can have at it. You and the rest of the 2005 Chicago Bears fans. Because guess what? For the 2024 team, I would rather have my money allocated elsewhere. I would rather see my team built up elsewhere because you can play the music. You ain't even got no music behind it.
It's very low.
You ain't even got no music behind it. Yeah, I mean, and I think now we got to sit here and talk about the actual situation that you're coming into because you made this decision, because now we got to talk about, are the Chicago Bears best suited to just re-sign a guy coming off an injury in Yannick Ngakoue? Mm-hmm. Comes in, knows the defensive system. You know what I mean? So we got to break all that down. But first, I got to tell you guys about Underdog Fantasy. I'm tired of sitting here debating with these mugs, man.
You don't want picking fights.
It's not about picking fights. It's my opinion.
You don't want picking.
Listen,
we don't want your opinion.
You don't know who else shares that opinion? Most of the NFL.
Yeah. Apparently
that's why running backs were out front of stadiums marching in circles last year. So, we want money. We want money. Get out of here, dog. But let me tell you guys all about Underdog Fantasy. The easiest way to get in on some NBA action, get in on a little bit of tournament action even. March Madness is here, baby. It's Underdog Fantasy's pick'em game. All you got to do is pick higher or lower on your favorite or least favorite player stats. You can win up to 20 times your money in a single night. Underdog keeps it super simple with their easy-to-use website, mobile apps. You can pick between 2 and 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry, and if you get it right, you can double your money up by $100 on your first deposit. Sign up now with the code TWCB and you'll double up your first deposit up to $100 and free bonus cash, and make your first deposit of $10 when you make your first deposit of $10 or more. Deposit $100 and get $100 free. With the Pick'em games, you can win up to 100 times your money in one night. Pick higher or lower on your favorite or least favorite players, especially with guys like the Rivals game. The Rivals game is actually really interesting because you got to kind of like really know what's going on around the league. You got to know, okay, this guy's got this sort of injury. I messed up one night, right? I picked Giannis to get better stats than Vooch. It was rebounds, points and rebounds. I said he's going to get higher than Vooch easily. I wasn't paying attention and forgot that Giannis was coming off of the Achilles injury, the Achilles sprain. And I was like, oh my God, this man not even trying out here. Came up a couple of rebounds short. I ended up losing on that night. But with that, you can also turn on that Pick'em insurance. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. If you're not as confident in an entry, it's usually what most people are doing out here, because who knows what these muds are going to do out here in the NBA. Yeah. So go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code TWCB today. Get to it, man. Let's get back to some of this beige rate.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Y'all out here paying running backs like it's 2002. I bet y'all was big Eddie George fans.
I'm paying a
3
modern
yards in
day
a cloud of dust.
running back.
You know who you could have paid? You could have went and got who's still out there? Is Tyler Boyd still out there? I wasn't as confident in that one. I needed that insurance.
You could have went and got. Hey,
I needed that insurance. I needed that insurance on that one. Tyler Boyd was a bad name to pull. Tyler Boyd was a bad name to pull. It's Chef Max, stop acting like a 1,000-yard rusher ain't valuable. You know what a 1,000-yard rusher is? That's 68 yards a game, I believe. What was that?
Okay, now you just want to be technical.
No, yes, that's how yards
work. The whole
work.
point is that we want talent.
I don't know if y'all know
every position. So wouldn't you want your tight end to do well? Wouldn't you want your running back to do well? You want your fullback. Anybody that's on the field needs to be able to perform.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. 58.8 yards per game. That's 1,000 yards.
Well, now because of the extra game too, that kind of like, diminished it a little bit. Yeah, no. I think you should stop hating on running backs.
I'm just saying. It's not hate. It's how the NFL feels.
I think what it is that you're built like a running back and you got passed on and were not able to play. And so you've been hating on running backs. No, that's the problem. You were like, I want to be running back. I want to be one. And they were like, no, people. Pat, you stick defense because that means the less talented players stick defense because they can't catch.
No, I
want to
do any of that.
You ain't got no hands, do you?
Oh, yeah, I definitely got hands.
Catch
soft hands, baby. Pillows out here.
No, you don't.
I got pillows out here, baby. Stop playing with me. No, I was always on defense. Even when we played flag football, they would put me on the line just because I like, I'm the dude that like just goes, so this is what defensive linemen do, and I know how to do it. Even though I'm not built like a D lineman, they'll just be like, well, nobody's going to know how to stop that, so just go out there and do it. I'm like, it's a swim move. We don't know how to do a swim move, guys? They're like, you know how to do a swim move, you play on the line.
George.
Oh, yeah, that's how I dislocated my shoulder.
George said you being a real douche.
It is what it is. And he spelled it wrong. Did he spell that right? I think he spelled that wrong.
That's so funny.
He spelled that wrong. No, I was a safety. So my mom just found out about this like 2 years ago.
Crimson said he was a DB. Who was everybody's positions?
I snuck onto the football team because I was like, I'm always at the game anyway because I was in band.
Right.
So I like forged my mom's signature, got on the team. But my mom was not going. She was like, you should not be playing sports because like if you get hurt, I'm not taking care of you. And as a high schooler, you think you're invincible. So I went through all the summer stuff, got to like one of the first scrimmage games, and the running back was coming across on a little hitch route. And I lit him up. And I went to high five my teammate, and my arm did not come up. I had dislocated my shoulder.
Yeah.
Hey, dog. When I tell you, the coach was like, all right, we got to take you to the hospital. I was like, no, I can't go. My mom doesn't know I'm on the team. I had to like tell the truth on my shoulders down here. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to put it back in. I can do it, but you can't tell nobody I did it. So he like grabbed me. He put my arm like this and grabbed the other arm that was dislocated. He's like, all right, on the count of three. All right. He's like, 1, 2.
I was
Hey, I left immediately. The day was over. My football career ended that day.
I couldn't play football like that, growing up, but I mean, we always played. So later in my 20s, we created like a little league. So we played tackle football. So I was a receiver and cornerback. But yeah, after a while, it's like the only thing I did, I think I strained my groin just from running and had the cleats.
Yeah,
and
it was from football.
Yeah, it was from football. Outside of that, But at one time, I was the Deion Sanders of the BFL.
Here we go.
Of the BFL.
CAP.
No, because I wasn't tackling.
So how you Deion?
Because Deion didn't tackle, he covered. But I did put a truck stick on one dude where I was like, I did it. I mean, I dropped him and he was coming at us.
Hey,
man.
Deion addressed that. Like it was we talking about how he don't tackle. Have we ever seen a clip of Deion not tackling?
Yeah, I was gonna say I
don't remember like that narrative started with
Like-
Deion. I think a lot of people just didn't throw to Deion, and he didn't need to tackle a lot.
No, he was a great. But the point was that because he could shut it down, he was a.
But
great
that's the one thing that everybody always try to knock him for. Be like, well, you didn't like tackling. You'd be like,
you didn't suck.
When did y'all see that? Like,
oh, Shadow Boy. Okay, see, Shadow. You don't even want to give me.
hey,
love,
Shadow
Come
came
on,
over here to try and fry.
Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
I
Come
ain't
on,
mad
Shadow,
at.
dog.
Grady said that's why
Still
Pat liked
athlete
Khalil
out here.
because they both stayed on the injury report. Hey, listen, it ain't got nothing to do with Khalil. My debate was for Roshan. You drafted the kid, give him a shot, man. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. So since we don't have the money, because we're paying running backs out here, to go out there and get one of those bigger name guys on the edge. What if they signed Jadeveon Clowney for like $5 million? I'm gonna have to shut up. But like got him for the cheap. Should the Chicago Bears re-sign Unique Ngakoue, who listen, what's going on back there?
Sorry, I
Whoa.
Keep going.
Oh, wow. Should Chicago Bears re-sign Unique Ngakoue, who
give me a running back.
give me a running back. That's what Caleb's saying.
There we go.
Who listen.